Well, Man United is through to the 50th round of the FA Cup. Now, I'm gonna hate obviously like the comments of Roy Keane when he came out and said, if you play for Manchester United, you have to find all ways of really winning this side. You know, when you're at Manchester United, if it means fumbling, you have to fumble. But at the end of it all, he has come out and obviously told the players of Man United that you've not played anywhere near good enough. Meaning that if we have a serious opponent during the next round of the 50th round, maybe United won't be able to obviously go through. But all in all, the game has been won by 2-1. It has been Alejandro Garnacho and Harry Maguire winning it for the club of Manchester United. I know most of you are like, it's not really a goal. It's an offside goal. But guys, you all know to it that in the FA Cup at this round, VAR is not involved, and VAR is going to be involved in the next round. And from the third round to the fourth round, VAR is non-existent into this game of football. So smash like button, comment and share. If you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Rock and David is my name, and hope you guys are really having fun. Not the best display that you'd want from Manchester United, but I tell you what, United really went ahead to see to it that all went on us. We went through to the next round, and you don't need to be playing good every time to win a game. But I think for United, playing ugly is becoming the order of the day. That's why we are all not really pleased with that performance. But in knockout tournaments, you can obviously walk on with that, and you know to it that I think it's gonna take us a month to play into the 5th round of the FA Cup, meaning that if we can use the next nine days where we're not going to be playing any game of football to obviously improve ourselves and really play better, I think it will act as a better chance for Man United to see to it that all goes on well as planned. Smash like button close to 200 times, and let's get straight into this kind of game altogether. So, as Manchester United, we are here to obviously bring you the latest as United Matters channel, and let's talk this game. We conceded a goal in the first half, and Onana went ahead to make a very beautiful save, but Raid went ahead to obviously head that ball into the back of the net, and I think that was around the 42nd minute. It's called Bobby D. Cordova Raid, 42nd minute. Then it took United I think 63 minutes to register their first shot on target, you know, and then 5 minutes later, Garnacho runs to the byline, puts in a cutback. Guess who puts that ball towards the goal area? It was Rasmus Højlund, deflects or ricochets off the defender of Leicester City into the vicinity of Joshua Zirkzee, and Joshua Zirkzee went ahead obviously level up that game. Then Harry Maguire went ahead obviously score in the 90th plus 3rd minute, and that's how United went ahead to win the game of football. So for me, this is the best way that you would want your team to obviously get into these 9 days where United is obviously not going to be playing any game of football. By the time we play again in the Premier League, I tell you, Manchester United would have gone ahead to obviously try to train well with the manager, and then see to it that a lot really going our way, because our next game is against Tottenham Hotspur away at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. You understand? That's where it's obviously going to be happening. So Man United has taken this win, and I refer it to exactly what our manager is always going to tell us, that every time you lose, you don't concentrate a lot on really making your team better and seeing to it that you look at things that are really taking you forward. And he told us that every time we lose, Man United obviously gets a setback in training, as the manager will be like, let's obviously see ourselves not going in for trainings that will obviously help us add on to the already preached, but we obviously gonna go to the side of rectifying those mistakes that have been in the game. So for me, the hugest positive from this game is that we've gone ahead obviously come up and obviously win. For me, that is the hugest point, that we've won this game of football. And after winning this game of football, let's focus on to those 9-8 days that we have before we play against a team called Tottenham Hotspur away from home. And I think United will do the needful into that. And you never know, the likes of Mason Mount might obviously come up and show up, and the manager will improve into, or the team will improve a lot into his style of play. So, Garnacho, I think he's the standout player into this game of football. He came off the bench, and you saw to it that no sooner had the second half started than Garnacho started to become a threat immediately onto the side of Leicester City. And you saw to it that the first goal, he's responsible for that cutback. The second goal, he's responsible for that handball that results into that long set piece taken by Bruno Fernandes. And it is obviously scored by the side of, by Harry Maguire in the dying minutes. I know people are talking about Harry Maguire being an offside. I know he was miles offside, by the way. That is it. But VAR has also gone ahead of his cheaters, and today it's not there, and people are claiming for it. When it's there, people are like, VAR should be really ripped off this game now, off the game of football. When it's away and the goal is given when it's in offside position, the same people are like, where is VAR? It's supposed to be in here. So let's not be scapegoating ourselves. You understand? VAR, from the word going into it, that in this tournament, at this round, it was not going to be used. Let's look at the next round where it's obviously going to be happening. And I know the games are going to be played today and Sunday in the FA Cup. Very many decisions are going to be taken. And most people will be like, I wish VAR was here. And that happens to the losing side. The winning side won't even mind about it. And the other factor is beating and knocking out Arsenal. You know, if you knock out Arsenal in a game of football like this, you know, if you knock out Arsenal in the third round and you lose to Leicester City, it doesn't make sense. You understand? Do you know how the world would have gone to look at Manchester United, that you knocked out Arsenal, moreover, away from home, and now we are here to see to it that we go into what we call the elimination level, and we eliminated by Leicester City? It doesn't work out that way. So I think it's been one of the biggest wins that United has gone ahead to get through. So let's see to it that we keep ourselves in these tournaments. We are still into what we call the Carabao FA Cup. Then we are still also into the UEFA Europa League, and we are waiting to see these teams taking themselves on. And I think it's around the 11th, right? So mid next week, games are obviously going to be happening. How United fared in their stats: 13 shots, Leicester had 6. 4 shots on target by Man United. All those came in the second half, in the last 27 minutes of the game. 3 shots on target by Leicester. 56% ball possession by Man United. 44% by Leicester. 578 passes completed by Man United. Leicester completed 164. 84% passing accuracy by Man United, then 82% passing accuracy by Leicester. 10 fouls by Manchester United and 11 fouls by Leicester. 1 yellow card to Man United and 0 yellow cards to Leicester City. 0 red cards to both sides. 1 offside to Manchester United, 0 offsides to Leicester City. 6 corners to Man United and 1 corner to the side of Leicester City. So Ruud van Nistelrooy says it has been an offside and we lost in Fergie time. And obviously it's always Fergie time, and Harry Maguire headed that ball home in a very, 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 very good way. And I would love to see to it that we execute more set pieces, because in open play we look like it's hard, and I've gone ahead obviously find an urgency of really getting in more midfielders that can obviously get hold of that ball and connect the midfield to the attack. And that's why everyone who is like, Rasmus Højlund is not looking good, oh, blah, 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 blah. Guys, a striker has to really be given chances. You know, he's a number 9. Whether his first touch is really bad, his receiving is not all that good, please, that happens a lot to players when they've gone ahead obviously lose their confidence. And I think we need to create more chances for this lad. And the only ball that crossed him is one that he obviously tries to flip, and it gets into the vicinity of Joshua Zirkzee, that goes ahead obviously score for the club of Manchester United. So thank you guys for watching through. Rock and David remains my name. I sign out for now. See you later. And Guys, bye-bye for now and good night. I don't think I'll obviously come up with another story, but we'll see tomorrow morning on what we open up the day with. Bye-bye.